Humans, this might be the biggest moment in Blox Fruit's history. 2026 is shaping up to be absolutely insane, because for the first time in a long while, everything is lining up. An admin has confirmed that every single Blox Fruit's developer is officially back from their holidays, which means full development mode is on. And when that happens, you already know something big is coming. Right now, we're approaching Valentine's Day. February 14th, the exact time Blox Fruits usually drops major updates. But this time, it feels different. This doesn't look like just another fruit rework or small event update. No, this update is setting expectations way higher. We're talking brand new content, possibly a new fruit, massive systems, and yes, maybe the thing the community has been waiting years for. The fourth C. Not only has an admin hinted at it, but there have been leaks shown, confirmations teased, and signs that something far beyond the third C is being prepared. A whole new world, new enemies, new progression, new power scaling. If the fourth C really is coming, it could completely change how Blox Fruits is played forever. And that's exactly what we're breaking down today. What's confirmed, what's leaked, and what's realistically coming next. But before we dive into all that chaos, quick reminder. I'm currently hosting a permanent dark giveaway in my Discord server, exclusively for my subscribers. So if you want a chance to win, make sure you don't miss out. And of course, if you enjoy Blox Fruits content like this, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss what's coming next. Alright, so basically, humans, there are no official leaks for the fourth C yet. However, I think we can actually consider this one a soft leak, and that's because it came directly from admin Uzoth. In this image right here, we can clearly see the entire map layout, showing the first C, second C, and third C. And what makes this interesting is how accurate everything looks. The positioning, the scale, and the structure all match what we already know about the current Cs. But if you look closely on this side of the image, you'll notice something very important. There's a massive island, and when I say massive, I mean this thing is as big as multiple First C islands combined. This immediately raises questions because there is no existing C event that is even close to this size. This island is way too big to be something like a raid zone or a temporary event. I mean, this thing literally looks like an entire C by itself, and that's why I strongly believe this could be the fourth C. Another reason why this makes sense is the server limit. There are only 12 players per server, so creating an island this large just for an event wouldn't make sense at all. Events are meant to be fast, replayable, and compact, not something that takes up this much space on the map. Now, personally, I think if this really is the fourth C, it's going to be heavily inspired by Wano. We could see islands that are very close to each other, unique environments, and a more connected world compared to the older Cs. Of course, it won't be a direct copy, since we already know Blox Fruits has been slowly drifting away from One Piece to avoid potential issues. But the inspiration could still be there. So now I want to know what you think. Do you believe this image is teasing the fourth C? Or do you think it's just a massive event island, even though honestly, that doesn't really make sense? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. So at this point, it really comes down to two possibilities. Either this new C is almost ready to be released, or it's still deep in development and will take a lot more time to fully finish. However, considering the fact that the developers, or more specifically the admins, already showed an image of it, that alone tells us something important. You don't usually reveal something this big unless it's either close to completion or at least stable enough to tease. This image could mean that the fourth C is already mostly done, and they're just polishing it, adding details, and testing everything behind the scenes. On the other hand, it could also be a preview build, something they created specifically to let the community know, yes, this is real, and yes, it's coming, even if it's not ready yet. Right now, the image only shows red, mountain-like terrain, which suggests that what we're seeing is either a base environment or just one section of the entire sea. That makes me believe there's a lot more that hasn't been revealed yet. Different islands, unique biomes, new locations, and possibly entirely new mechanics tied to this sea. When the update gets closer, I personally think we're going to receive a full cinematic trailer for the fourth sea. Something long, detailed, and dramatic, showing every major island, the atmosphere, the scale, and maybe even some hidden features. If this really is the biggest update in Blox Fruit's history, then a long cinematic trailer would make perfect sense. So once again, if the fourth sea is actually close to being finished, we could realistically see it drop within the next few months. But if it's still in heavy development, then we might be looking at another long wait, just like before. At this point, it's honestly impossible to say for sure. One thing is certain, though, even while we wait for the fourth sea, we're not going to be left with nothing. We can still expect multiple major updates along the way, including Creation version 2 and other features we talked about earlier. So no matter what, Blox Fruits in 2026 is shaping up to be huge. Anyways, humans, that's pretty much it for today's Fourth Sea video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe with notifications on for more Blox Fruits updates, theories, and future leaks. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.